Hello YouTube fam, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Tina and I make videos on lifestyle, home, and DIY projects every single week. Today we're going to be back in the basement and I'm actually starting to work on the laundry room. This is actually an area that intimidates me because there is like a lot to do and I have a bunch of different projects that I want to tackle down there, so this is going to be the first one. One of the biggest things that I want to get done down there is just to maximize the storage. So today we're going to be making over a basic storage unit and hacking it and giving it a more custom look. You could take all these little tips from this project and apply it to your own project, so I hope this helps you out in creating a custom storage solution. I also want to thank Ana Luisa for sponsoring today's video. They have been such a great partner, and as you can tell, I'm a big fan of their jewelry. I pretty much wear them every single day. I've had my pieces now for over a year and they have withstood the test of time and look just as good as the first day that I got them. They're actually running a huge summer sale right now, so site-wide you can get 20% off of their products. One of the biggest things with Ana Luisa is that they don't have a luxury markup, so everything is already priced fairly and a lot of their pieces actually start at $39, so if you get 20% off, that is a huge savings. And I love supporting them because everything is sourced and produced ethically. Plus they are 100% water and carbon neutral, which is huge for a jewelry brand, so I cannot recommend them enough for you guys. They always have such amazing collections and new items coming out every month. Today I'm rocking their Paris minis, which are actually just small versions of these ones that I wear pretty much every single day. Here is a closer look. I also have kind of the ring version right here, so overall I love this style. Also, a random quick tip, I always just put my earrings together like this, that way I don't lose them. I actually lost one of these earrings and I had to get them again because I just love them so much, and these are the Onda minis. They are just the cutest earrings ever and I'm so glad that I have them back in my life because I just love them so much. I had to get another pair. You guys have heard me rave about their little pouches before. I love these. Every single piece comes in a little pouch and you can use these for travel, which is super convenient. And you guys always ask about this necklace. So this is kind of like a snake chain slash herringbone chain. This is in the style Ina and I love it because I can always layer it and I feel like this just adds such a nice touch to any outfit, so I would definitely recommend that as well. If you want to check out the summer sale and get 20% off, make sure to click on my link down below. And with that, let's go head downstairs and I'll show you guys the laundry room. Okay guys, I hope you're ready because here is the laundry room. Ta-da! Honestly, there's not that much to look at. I just don't know where to really start. This sink definitely needs a makeover. The one thing that I don't really want to do is replace it just because it's really heavy and also probably very expensive to get rid of it and then replace it. So I want to figure out a way to DIY this. I'm thinking of maybe tiling around this and making it look way more attractive. Let me know what you guys think about that idea. I mostly use this for DIY, so I clean paintbrushes and stuff here, and then also we have this piping going down and then water comes out of these tubes. I don't really know what the whole situation is here, but I'm gonna, ow, I just walked into the door. But we're going to leave that and then just make it look more attractive over here. Then we have our laundry machines. So we actually just replaced the dryer and then this will get replaced eventually in the future, but for now it works fine. It just is a little dirty and stuff, but that's okay. Brian does the laundry at home, so he can deal with that. The one thing that I really struggle with here is all of these pipes. So we have plumbing going on right here, and then we have these little valves and also the dryer vent. So I need your help. Let me know what you guys think I should do to kind of hide this whole situation. I might want to build some type of faux wall that will cover all of this, but you could still access it from behind over here. So maybe that's a possibility, or we can install some types of tracks above it or even cabinetry, but I would love to hear your thoughts. I also recently just thought about putting these on a stand. That way they're on a pedestal, they're up a little bit higher, it's easier to use, and then hopefully it'll cover those right there. Okay, then moving on, we have laundry supplies right here. So this whole area is going to get a makeover in the future as well. Over here is our water heater and it obviously just does not look the best, so I want to do maybe barn doors over here so that we could slide it and it'll look a lot better. And there's a lot of dead space over here, so we could definitely use that as storage. I think that these shelves could also use a little bit of an upgrade. They're really large and also deep, so it's kind of an awkward height. And I really just want to optimize this whole area as best as I can. Okay, moving on to the area that we are actually working on for this video. So right here is a lot of empty space. This would be great to have a counter so you could fold your laundry. And also I am envisioning lots of storage right here. So we're going to make a storage unit and make it look built in, especially since we have this kind of sticking out through the whole room. I want to make it more seamless and not as noticeable. Also, don't even ask me about what this wood contraption is. I think that whoever put this up is covering something behind the wall. I've tried to take it out before, but I'm kind of scared too. So I don't know, maybe we'll do that in the next video. Let me know. Should we leave it as is? Should we take it out and then replace it and make it look pretty? There's just so much to do in this room. Also over here is our second fridge. We put extra food in here if we ever have any, which is very rare, but I usually use this to put my paintbrushes and paint rollers in there. That way I don't have to clean them as often. So that is what this laundry room looks like right now. We definitely have our work cut out for us. It's going to be a slow process to get it where I want it to be, but I know it's going to get there. And one of the things that I really pride myself for on this channel is trying to work with what we have and not have to completely rip everything out. I want to keep as much as I can because honestly, this has been updated not that long ago. Like for example, I'm not going to get rid of any of this tile. I'm going to leave it as is, and I'm basically embracing all of the imperfections in here and making it look a lot better. So I hope you guys are ready. When we're done with this room, it's going to look amazing, and the first step is to create some storage. So let's build the storage unit. You made that look a lot easier than the first time. Oh my god. Why is this so heavy?
All right. This is unnecessarily heavy.
There's a flap right here. Okay, I need to change. Okay, much better, and now I'm matching with you. So I chose this piece because I knew that it was going to be tall enough to nearly touch the ceiling, which is important because I want it to look built in once everything is said and done. Plus, this is such a basic piece that you can really find anywhere and you can easily customize it. So I hope this project inspires you to DIY an existing piece you may already have, or to go out and get something secondhand. You easily can hack an IKEA piece with these techniques as well. Just find something that works best for your space. I definitely do not have enough storage in this house, so this is going to be both very functional and look amazing. And as you can tell from the overview, the laundry room is more like a hallway or a pass-through area, and whenever we have guests over in the basement, they need to walk through this scary laundry room to get to the bathroom. So I want this area to look good, and every inch of this house matters to me, so I just want to optimize it as best as I can. There are just so many projects that I want to do in this space, and I'm kind of stuck on what exactly I want to do, especially when it comes to all the eyesores. So if you have any ideas, I'm all ears, so let me know what you think in the comments. And I really hope that you guys can see the vision with this space because I'm just beyond excited to get in there and transform it. Okay, so much better. Okay, just getting this in there is really getting my gears turning. This honestly was the perfect height because all we need to do is get a piece of trim that will fit right here. That way it'll look built in. Then over here, I want to do a countertop and make beautiful shelves right here. So it's gonna look so good. I'm so excited. But right now I gotta go to the hardware store and get some more supplies and we can work on the doors. Ooh, soft close. That didn't even work. Okay guys, we got everything. I also got paint, and I asked you over on Instagram if I should do a new color or stick with the green. I was secretly hoping that you guys would vote for blue because I actually think I want to paint the whole basement a blue color, so that is super exciting. Now I'm gonna head home, work on the trim, and then hopefully prime by today, but we'll see. So here's a look at what the doors are supposed to look like. A very basic plastic handle, and the whole thing does have a laminate texture, and it's just begging to be customized. So of course we're going to make this look a lot better. I want to add some trim on here, give it a shaker style just so that it really blends in with the existing shaker style header that we have in the basement. But I also want to add some customization to this, so I will show you guys how we do that after we cut the trim. We're gonna start by getting the height of the door and then cutting all the vertical pieces. That way you could just line it up against the edge and figure out the measurements for the horizontal pieces in between. For this project, I'm using a 2.5-inch piece of trim just to make it look more proportional to the door size, and then I'm brad nailing those into place. So I have a lot of beadboard wallpaper that's left over from my back entryway makeover, so I thought it would look really nice in between the trim over here, and I want to do it now so that we have one seamless look all the way through. So I'm going to get this wet and then we can apply it on. To make this wallpaper a little bit easier to work with, I'm going to cut it down to size and then also take off any excess. And this is water activated, so you just want to wet the back and then rub it in a little bit just so that it's a little bit more tacky. Then I'm lining it up against one of the edges, and I'm going to slowly just spread the wallpaper into place. I don't really find this wallpaper to be harder to use than a regular peel-and stick just because you don't have that backing to worry about. But I will warn you guys that this wallpaper is quite fragile, especially when it's wet, so I just made sure to work extra slowly during this part. And pro tip guys, you want to make sure that this is completely dry before you even try to use a utility knife with it. Otherwise it's going to start tearing and dragging and not look really good, so I would totally recommend to just wait and be patient, and it'll be totally worth it. Adding the beadboard is just going to give a little bit of that extra detail and charm, especially since we're doing a shaker style, which is more modern. I think this gives it a little bit more of a classic look, and it's also going to help differentiate the cabinets versus the bulkhead so that it doesn't get too lost. And while I was waiting for the beadboard to dry, I just went ahead and cut all of the vertical pieces, and you can make as many boxes as you'd like. I thought 3 would look nice just because the boxes will be taller, making it feel a lot taller as well, so I'm just gonna cut out 4 pieces for each door. Alright, so the door is already looking so good, and all we have to do now is just to fill up all the holes with some spackle, and then I'm going to add caulk all over the gaps. This is especially important for the inside of the boxes. You just want to make sure that you use a little bit of caulk at a time, otherwise it can get messy really quickly. I've definitely learned that the hard way, so if you can, make sure that you're cutting your tube just a little bit so that not too much gets on there. Okay, these lights have been driving me crazy, so I got some new ones. I hope they fit. This is just so cool toned, and I need some warmth, especially in the basement, so this is necessary. Oh my god. So much better, so much brighter. It actually feels good down here. Look at the difference. 5,000K versus 3,000K. Wow. We're gonna prime this baby up with a dark base primer, so that's why you see that it is a gray color. And priming is one of those steps that you just don't want to do, but you have to, especially when you're working with a laminate surface like this. So make sure that you don't skip out on this first step. I always feel like it's such a big risk to get paint without sampling it first, but this color was exactly what I was going for, so I feel really relieved that that worked out. And I also totally lied earlier. I forgot that I had that mauvey dusty rose color in the powder room, so I do actually have more than just white and green in this house, but this blue just feels so different for me. I've seen some really beautiful inspo photos of blue laundry rooms, and I feel like this is what the room was telling me that it wanted to be painted. And even though I was 100% nervous to commit, I'm so glad that I did because it was just inspiring me to try out new ideas for this space. After being here for almost a year now, I feel like I've gotten really comfortable with neutrals and greens, so this color alone was just pushing me to create a beautiful design.
How do I look good while doing this like you?
Just be yourself and you'll be the cutest you'll ever be. That is very patchy, honey. That's a tip.
I want to jump into this mock-up and see what you guys think about it. Depending on what lies behind those mysterious planks, we could do a fun feature wall with some open shelves on top. We could maybe do vertical shiplap, wallpaper, or backsplash, but I would love to hear your thoughts. And I'm also picturing a countertop space with open shelves on one side, and then we can place laundry baskets underneath. Do you guys see the vision? I just want this to turn out amazing, and I have high hopes for this space, and I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that we can make it happen. Okay, it's like midnight right now, but I just finished the second coat and it looks amazing. I'm so happy with the color. I hope you guys like it too, and I'll see you guys in the morning and I'll show you the final reveal. Wait, I forgot to paint the inside. Well, that's a later me problem. This is coming along better than I thought, and I'm just really happy with how this is looking. I was very nervous about the color, but now I'm loving it. I'm about to install the shelves on this side, but I decided that I want to customize it even more, so we're going to make these into drawer shelves. This is a really easy project to just make your shelves more accessible. This is just gonna make your life so much easier, and it really doesn't take that many steps. I'm gonna install 2 of them, so I have these drawer tracks here, and it depends on what kind of cabinet that you have. So this one is not a face frame one, so there's nothing really blocking it. So hopefully I don't have to install any shims. All I have to do is to cut my shelf, but we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna cut my shelf first and then we can fit it inside. So depending on how much space the slides will take up, you want to cut that amount off from the width of your shelf. The depth of the shelf can remain the same, and these slides were basically 1/2 inch each, so I ended up cutting off just 1 inch off of the shelf. I'm using bottom mount slides here, and they are super easy to install. You just want to place them on the bottom side of the shelf and make sure that it's flush to the front. Also make sure that the wheels are facing in the back, and then you can just screw them into place with the drill. On the inside of the cabinet, I'm drawing a straight leveled line for the bracket, and luckily I just used the existing holes to map this out so that everything was going to be evenly spaced. Then you can just line it up and screw that into the side. Just make sure that the screws are shorter so that it doesn't poke through the other side of the cabinet. I seriously can't believe how easy this was to do, and I'll also link the tutorial that I watched if you guys want to do this as well and make this upgrade to your cabinets at home. Here's the setup. We have the 2 drawer shelves on this side and then 1 adjustable shelf over here. This has some hanging space, so that's going to be really nice to put extra jackets and things. Look at all the functional storage this just added to this area. I am so happy with it. And I also need to paint this still, but other than that, we just have to add on the handles and then we're done. So previously, this unit had handles, but I just wanted one simple knob, so I'm re-drilling the top hole that was already there, and then I'm gonna add in these beautiful brass knobs that I've just been using everywhere. I love them so much. And I think it really just ties the whole thing together. It adds some warmth to the blue color, and overall just makes the whole DIY hack look way more expensive. It is finally time to fill up our DIY cabinet, so I'm gonna add some hangers with winter jackets that we don't really use right now. And then throughout, I'm adding in a bunch of bins to keep everything nice and organized. And on our new top shelf, I'm housing all of our cleaning supplies for easy access. Okay, it is time for a final look, and in case you forgot, this is what the space looked like before. It was just unused dead space that served no function and really did not look good at all. Now, with a few updates and DIY hacks to a basic storage cabinet, we're able to create a beautiful built-in look for less. here's a closer look, you guys. So of course we're going to have a piece of MDF to cover this just so that it looks more built in, and then we'll put a countertop here and then maybe some open shelves right here. This is just gonna be so much better once we get that all done. But for now, I'm just so happy with this color. It looks amazing up here, and I just know it's gonna look so good once we do it across the whole thing. And then going into the unit, this honestly just holds so much. I don't even know what to do with it yet. These two actually have nothing in them, but I love that I can just pull this out and I don't have to pull out the whole basket every single time. Same with the cleaning supplies. They're so easy just to grab and go, and I'm going to fill this up even more, but for now I want it to look a little bit more minimal for just the B-roll. Up top I just have cords and things, and then I also have a box of literally every manual that we've ever had from everything that we bought from this house. I just keep it just in case. And that is it for this. I just think it already makes such a difference, and I'm loving where this is going. Like, my gears are just turning, and I just can't wait to transform this whole thing. So that is it for today's video. Let me know what you think of this project down below. I hope it gave you some ideas and inspires you to tackle a project of your own. And let me know your thoughts and ideas on what I can do with the laundry room. There's seriously so much that has to be done. I'm also not ready to take off all of those planks of woods. I'm actually really scared of what we're gonna find underneath. That'll be in an upcoming video, so stay tuned and subscribe down below if you haven't already. Thank you again to Anna Louisa for sponsoring today's video. Check out their summer sale and get 20% off site-wide with my link in the description box. If you want to keep up with me and see sneak peeks of upcoming projects, make sure you follow me over on Instagram. I post on there every single day. And that is it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay inspired, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!